Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's your boy. It's the man, the myth, the legend. You know the vibes. Welcome to Keep It Tickin' TV. Today we're going to talk Premier League football. Yes, Premier League football. We're going to talk Liverpool, Southampton. Today, this game's at St. Mary's Stadium in Southampton. And it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one. It's going to be a battle between Jurgen Klopp, one of the best managers in the world by far, and Ralph Hasenhüttl, an up-and-coming manager at Southampton, learning his craft, but definitely doing a good job at that. Definitely playing some really beautiful football over there. The likes of Danny Ings finding the back of the net almost every game. Che Adams, a true gunman, without a doubt. And James Ward-Prowse, one of my favorites. James Ward-Prowse, one of the best when it comes to set-piece plays, one of the best set-piece delivery men. And from corner kicks, lethal deliveries from corners. Just an all-around great player. So I'm excited to see what they can do at home against the champions of the Premier League last season, Liverpool. And like I said, Jurgen. There's a lot of injuries going on right now. But they've been getting results despite, you know what I mean? They've been getting results despite the injuries. And I think it's going to be a great game today. I think they'll probably get a result, probably not the result they want. They'll probably get a point. I see it being like a 2-2 game. 2 Southampton, 2 Liverpool draw. And yeah, I could see likes of Che Adams getting on the score sheet, or Danny Ings for Southampton, the likes of Mo Salah, Sadio Mane getting on the score sheet for Liverpool, and should be a good game. Should be an exciting game. Just going to take a look at the recent form from these teams. Not bad form, I'd say. Liverpool's coming off of 2 draws. They're coming off of a draw against Newcastle United, and they're coming off of a draw against West Brom. And the West Brom game, that game they probably should have won. They probably deserve 3 points in that one. We'll take a look at the stats. Yeah, so in that game, 17 shots, 14 chances created. That's insane. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the accurate passes for both sides, Liverpool just completely dominated them, had around 6 times as many passes as them. So for every one West Brom pass, Liverpool had 6 accurate. So, you know, that just goes to show right then and there that it was just a complete domination by Liverpool through and through. I believe, when did they get their goal, West Brom? Yeah, so they got their goal late off a corner, I believe, by Ajayi. I remember that. And no, that was the thing with Liverpool was they were always susceptible when it came to set pieces, because if you look at their lineup, like I said, they're injury stricken right now. So Matip had a great game, but he ended up getting substituted because he ended up getting injured. But that being said, Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, really good game by them. They were creating loads of chances. Robertson with, let's see, 12 crosses in the game. 12 crosses from your fullback. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold with 10. So that's 22 crosses between the two fullbacks. That's a lot of balls getting whipped into the box. You know what I mean? At really high pace for the likes of, Bobby Firmino, Sadio Mane, and Mo Salah to get on the end of. So they were trying to create, but they just, couldn't break the West Brom team down. Sam Johnson, he had one save, one diving save, one save inside the box. So, he had a lot to deal with. He definitely had a lot to deal with. If we look at Liverpool's shots on target, down here, they actually had less shots on target than West Brom, believe it or not, which is crazy. So they were creating chances. It's just they couldn't find the frame. They just could not find the frame, and maybe that's because it was an off day from the likes of Mo Salah, you know what I mean? Or an off day from the likes of Firmino, who didn't happen to find the back of the net that day. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. So Firmino, he had 2 shots. One blocked, one on target. I guess he didn't have enough behind it to get it, in the back of the net. Mo Salah, I remember he actually got a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities were, created for him. I remember he had 3 shots, yeah, and all of them were off target. One of them was really close, actually. He actually should have scored like 2 of them. So, like I said before, Liverpool should have won this game. I believe they were, hard done by a tad. And I think them drawing their last couple games, against the likes of West Brom and Newcastle, I think is going to spur them on to get a result. You know what I mean? But the same could be said for Southampton because, their game against West Ham, in that game, Danny Ings, he didn't really have the best of games. No shots. He didn't even get a shot off 90 minutes, which is insane. And yeah, they actually Southampton actually ended up, creating 7 chances, 1 big chance. So, they maybe should have scored, they probably should have scored at one point or another. Maybe the same could be said for West Ham. So, that game was a chess match at its finest, you could say. And against Fulham, same thing. They yet to find the back of the net in 2 of their last games. In over 180 minutes of football, they've yet to find the back of the net. In this game, they had the likes of Shane Long up top with Che Adams, because Danny Ings, he wasn't fit coming off of an injury. So yeah, and Fulham actually, they're fighting relegation, so they were trying to do anything in their power to at least nick a point. But yeah, they actually, if you look at this, it was a bad game from Southampton. Really lacked like chances created and shots. You can see that Fulham dominated in that regard. Chances created. It was a pretty even game in possession. When it comes to shots on target, Southampton with 2, Fulham with 1. a lot of block shots by Southampton. So yeah, Southampton was on the back foot this game. And I'd say that's because Fulham is trying to get out of they're trying to fight that relegation battle, get out of the bottom three, stay up, in their season back in the Premier League, which they'd love to do. So, that goes to show why that game went the way it did. Southampton ended up losing to Man City 1-0. Man City's been in really good form of late. Really good side. Definitely Premier League contenders for this season. So, that's a tough game. I don't think they expected to, get 3 points from that one. But, despite losing, they only kept City to 10 chances, 11 shots. You know what I mean? Only one big chance created. They're pretty, even down the line when it came to possession and, accurate passes. So pass success. So yeah, it was a pretty even game. And, for Ralph Hasenhüttl side against a Pep Guardiola side, there's definitely positives to be taken from that. You know what I mean? So, I think Southampton as well. I said this about Liverpool with their, them drawing their last two games. They want to spur on for 3 points, but I'd say the same thing for Southampton, but the thing is they haven't been able to find the back of the net, and that was so 0-0 in this game, 0-0 in this game, 0-1 in this game. So that's over 180 minutes. That's 270 minutes of football without finding the back of the net. Did they get a goal in this one? Yeah, they got a goal in this game against Arsenal. I remember this one. They actually ended up conceding. They ended up conceding from a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang goal. And Gabriel with the red card, I remember that, got the second yellow. But yeah, I do remember Southampton, possessing the ball a lot and it was interesting seeing a Ralph Hasenhüttl side, like I said before, going against these big six clubs and really putting it to them. Like if you look, Southampton had 65% possession in the game against Arsenal, and it was at the Emirates. You know what I mean? In London. So it's wild. You'd think from the Southampton of the past they would just get pammed by Arsenal, like they wouldn't stand a chance. But in this, they got the point, and they probably even deserved more than a point. Because I remember at the end of this game when there was only 10 men for 30 minutes, they put a lot of pressure on Arsenal, but they never found the back of the net. So yeah, I think all that being said, Southampton, I think they're due for 3 points. Because they've been drawing and losing like way too much. And I know Ralph Hasenhüttl won't stand that. Like he will not stand for that. So he's going to spur his team on for 3 points. He doesn't care if it's against Liverpool. It's an injury-stricken side. And Jurgen, on the other hand, he's going to do everything in his power to keep their title hopes alive. They're at the top of the table right now on goal differential, tied with United. But United does have a game in hand, which they play on the 12th of January against Burnley. So I don't know how that works out. They have a game in hand, or I don't know, maybe we played our game in hands. I don't know how that works out. Somebody has to let me know. Somebody explain that to me, because this year is weird. I thought we were going to play it at the end of the season. Then they scheduled the game at Turf Moor against Burnley for the January 12th match week. So I don't know what's going on with that. But that being said, Liverpool, it's a really tight table, very tight table. And Liverpool, Jurgen knows. Jurgen's not dumb. He knows that Manchester United, the Reds, the real Reds, had to slip that in there. He knows that, they have a run coming together. They have a run together. So, they've been putting a run together. So, they could definitely challenge for the title, Manchester United, which is, uh, Jurgen does not want to see that. He definitely wants that title. He wants to get the back to back for Liverpool, which is going to be really tough to do. But Jurgen's one of a kind, so we'll see what happens. Leicester City, they're putting a great run of form together recently. Um, yeah, they've been playing really well recently. So we'll see how they do. If they can keep, they've been losing a couple way too many games, in my opinion. Way too many games. 5 games is way too many. But yeah, that's the thing. Like they've been conceding like too many goals. If you look at the table. So 21 goals. That's pretty high compared to the likes of like a Man City with 13 or like a Tottenham with 15. You know what I mean? Tottenham, they were in a bad patch of form, but that last win against, I believe it was against Leeds, yeah, that last win against Leeds, I think is gonna turn their form around. Because Jose, he's a winner. He knows how to win. He knows how to win things, especially like cups, all that. He's a winner, so he's gonna try and get them into that run of form they need to get into to challenge for the top of the table. Maybe get a league title for the first time, which would definitely be something Jose. That would be typical of Jose, to just solidify like how good of a manager he really is. So yeah, Man City as well. They're always somebody to be scared of. They have 2 games in hand. They're sitting on 29 points. At match week 17, they've yet to lose a game in 5. So yeah, Man City. There, Pep knows what he's doing over there. But to stay on the Liverpool and Southampton Liverpool game at St. Mary's Stadium. It's gonna be a tough one. I think, like I said before, I think it's gonna end 2-2 to the good for. I think it's gonna end 2-2 for the good for on the day, and I think they're both gonna get their point. You know what I mean, for Jurgen Klopp and for Ralph Hasenhüttl. I think it'll be a somewhat good day. I think they'd prefer a point rather than 0. So I'm gonna say 2-2. Um, yeah, and I think, like I said before, I think if you're gonna take anybody to score at any time in this game, it's gonna be uh, Che Adams, Danny Ings on Southampton, and then on Liverpool, I'd say take Mo Salah or Sadio Mane, because Sadio always finds the back of the net, and Mo Salah, he's due for a goal. If we look at Mo Salah's recent couple of games, um, he's due for a goal. He definitely is due for a goal. We're gonna look at Mo Salah's recent patch of games. Um, we'll see what's going on with Mo Man. So he is definitely due for a goal. He was in a great patch of form from December 6th to December 19th against Crystal Palace, when he got benched and then came on for 30 minutes and ended up getting 2 goals and an assist, which was insane from Mo Salah. That's insane. That performance just solidified how great of an actual baller Mo Salah really is. To just be able to come off the bench and just slot in 2 goals and getting an assist like that in a 7-0 routing of Crystal Palace at their home stadium was insane at Selhurst Park, where they sit back in 2 banks of 5, don't even have a striker. So That's crazy to see from Jurgen Klopp and the boys, and especially Mo Salah, to put in such a emphatic performance in 30 minutes. But that being said, in his last two games, he's played 90 minutes just about, and he's yet to get a goal or an assist, and that's not like Mo. So I'd say in this game today against Southampton, um, especially, I forgot to mention the Southampton Alex McCarthy. I heard he's in the probable lineup on FootMob, but I heard that he actually has coronavirus. He got COVID, so he won't be playing if that's true. And I saw that on a pretty reliable source, uh, Sky Sports, actually. So yeah, I don't think that he'll be playing. And that being said, that's going to open up the net a little bit. That'll make the net look a little bit bigger for the likes of Mo Salah, who's yet to find the back of the net in around 180 minutes of football. So I'd say Mo Salah is most likely to score. Sadio Mane, he always ends up finding the back of the net. Sadio. Um, he'll That's just how he is. You know what I mean? Like, even when watch, it'll be 0-0 the whole game. Southampton won't be able to break them down or something. And then it'll be 0-0, and then Sadio will just find the back of the net in like the 86th minute or something. You know what I mean? Like right when everybody's locking in, like under a half. You know what I mean? Like he'll come and just screw everybody over. So that's the Liverpool way at the end of the day. But it's been a great stream, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. Hit the like button down below. Um, Definitely a lot more streams to come. A lot more guests to come. Uh, a lot of good stuff to come to Keep It Tickin' TV. So if you like what you're seeing over here at Keep It Tickin' TV, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button. Like, I need to get my first subscriber. Somebody subscribe. I'll shout you out in the next stream. These streams are every day, multiple streams a day. I'm gonna get a time schedule down with guests because I want to bring on people for sure each stream. So I got to get I got to schedule some people in each day, see who's available each day, and then once I let everybody know, the dates, or not the dates, the times that I'm gonna be doing the streams each day, because I'm gonna do 2 streams a day, one in the morning, one at night, Eastern Standard Time. So the actual time for the 2 streams, I'll notify you guys, keep you updated. In the next stream, I'll let you know. But for now, thank you so much for watching the stream. It's been nice just talking about the game today, giving you my thoughts on what I think. I think it'll be a good one. I think it's going to be a high score. I think it's definitely going to go over 2 goals. I think it's going to be 2-2, like I said. So yeah, everybody enjoy their day. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, I'll see you guys later today. Peace.